and D0314, which is a website that tells you cool stuff that's going off in St. Louis, Missouri. Is the first soapbox down the track with those narrow wheels. Streamlined, he's quite high though, isn't he, in the seat? Which could be a... Oh, there's the first problem, and it's a good job he's got the padding under the T-shirt, because he completely loses it there. He got too much speed, it's tight and twisty, he couldn't get it round the corner. They only just got this one inside the maximum weight allowed for a soapbox. I would hazard a guess that the weight of this will make it difficult through the tight turns, but they're chomping their way down, and they've got off to a decent start. The wide wheelbase is helping this crew out. Oh, there's the problem. You could see the wheel go, and then they couldn't control it, and those people behind the barriers were worried about that. It's got sharp teeth, but it's not got the ability to get down to the bottom of the circuit. The wheels, I'm led to believe, are from a Formula One car, but I would have thought they'd been a bit bigger than that. Must be a model Formula One car. Anyway, the soapbox that knocks is on the way. It looks like it's breaking bad already. It's breaking all over the place. Not much left of it. Still going, though. He's hanging on for grim death in the passenger seat. Got the ramp to come now. After that chicane. Over that, no problem. Oh, I'm going to say no problem, but there was a problem, a big problem. And they've gone flying into the straw bales. The steering wheels come off. Well, they're going to try and get it back down, I think. This is where it went wrong. They went over that and then lost it altogether. The steering wheel actually comes off in his hand, which is where the problem starts. He's still trying to steer it, look, fair play. He's trying to keep it balanced with his foot. And they are actually going to make it over the finish line. So off they go. Nice and steady at the top. Quite twisty at the top, remember. Around the next corner they go! I was about to say around the next corner they go, but they didn't make it. There's the roll. There's the tarmac. Game over. When you've got the one wheel at the front, it's a problem. At the back, it can be an aid. So down he goes. Now, the driver, by the way, is Callum Meyer, who's trying to steer space out down to the bottom. And he's taking a risk there, and he's lost it. You've got to know when to use the brakes, and he didn't know when to use the brakes, and he's gone smashing into the barrier via the straw bales. Just too quick, look, the wheels are up. You can't hold it then. Maybe an extra wheel at the back would have helped them there. He's going to keep going, though. I notice he's going considerably slower now. That was a warning, wasn't it, for him? This might well have been a decent run had he managed to keep it on three wheels at the top. Over the ramp, the nose cone's gone. He's still not completely in control, is he? Skids his way through there. Over the last ramp and just wobbled a little bit on landing there too. But Callum Meyer will get space out over the finish line in 1:10.90. It was all about the problems, though, at the top of the course that cost them here. So off they go, then, the Kentucky bootleggers. Two wheels at the front and one at the back. Nice and steady round there. Well and truly strapped in. He's OK up to now. Oh! Oh, I didn't know what was going to happen there. Could have gone anywhere. Watch this. He's holding on, holding. Oh, holding. Oh, it was going to go to the right, was going to go to the left. It promised so much at the top and offered so little in the end. So skydivers without parachutes on the way. Wouldn't expect this to be too quick because you just can't risk it. Can't face plant in Cincinnati on the tarmac, and he was in danger of losing it there, wasn't he? He's steering each wheel by hand on either side, and he's doing remarkably well at this point. As he goes down this course, here's the ramp, and we're going to get a great view of this. Over he goes, yep, no problem. Managed not to bang his chin on landing as well. Here's the last ramp. He can see the finish line now. Grits his teeth, over he goes! I think he thinks it might go wrong, and then, oh, too fast over there. He's going to make it all the way to the bottom. He's going to achieve what he set out to do, but it wasn't without the crash on the way down. He's even going to go no hands, well, he'll try to. Well done, Rick. 1:23.5. Off they go, or off he goes. Riding solo here down the course. So that first twisty section at the top. All nice and calm at the moment. Everything's still there. Through the chicane. Oh, bang, there goes the first bit. Nice and smooth. Looks pretty happy, the driver, doesn't he? Big smile on his face. There's the ramp. Yep, okay there. Oh, hang on a second. No, no. Oh, he's got a piece of the soapbox underneath. And it stopped it, look. He can't get it moving. Watch this, the front falls off. And then when he thinks he'll be okay, it gets wedged underneath the bottom and he can't go any further. They're not happy either. You'll have no shoes left by the time he gets to the bottom. You've got to get your feet up. Through the chicane, the Free Willies still on the way down. Slightly quicker now. That's part of it gone. Here's the jump anyway. Oh, wobbly through there. He's okay still. Now it might be a good time to put your feet down. Still he goes, looking to build some momentum. Over. Oh! Very spectacular, the barrel roll after that final jump. He enjoyed it. It's amazing how fast they go when you take your feet off the tarmac. That's the way to do it. Skateboard your way down, over the finish line. Always worries me when the steering wheel is on cables. That's probably why. Can you give us a hand? Yeah, it's difficult to steer this one. Back wheel's a bit wobbly too, look. Hold on tight. A bit quicker than it was. Got to hold on to those steering cables. Give it a pull. There we go. Chicane followed by ramp. Through the chicane. Here's the ramp. Whoa, will we get to the ramp? No, we won't. Back wheel's gone. The back wheel's totally collapsed. Just when Amelia was preparing for the ramp, it all went wrong into the straw bales. Can they control it all the way down? A lot of weight on either side and an awkward steering position for the driver as well. He's got the potential to go straight over the nose here if it goes wrong. Okay at the moment though. Never seen Albert Einstein move so quick. Here he goes. Here's the ramp. Yep, he's okay over there, although sheds a bit of the soapbox at the back. Little squeeze of the brakes, I think, to get round that corner. And over that ramp as well, up towards the finish line. It's been smooth all the way down. It's not the fastest run that we've seen today, but 107.4 was a decent, smooth run for straight out of Kansas, baby. Oh, dear me. That's how you finish. Look at this. I knew he could go over the nose if he wanted to. There you go. And off goes Danny. Wearing the stars and stripes with pride. Got the trophy on the front. Will they lift the trophy at the end? The rubber has actually gone on one of the wheels already. In fact, the rubber's now gone on both. He's got no tyres left. Don't think you're going to get very far with this one. It's still going, though. He's doing well to keep it going. Look at the state of the wheel. The spokes have gone now. He's got no chance here. It's all going to end this. If he can get this to the finish line, it'll be a miracle. Still going. He's got the jump to come. Here we go over the jump. Will he get over this? Yeah, just. I think that's going to be it. Look at the state of that wheel. Oh, steady. And they've got off to a good start. As tight as it is, they were very impressive round the first corner and the second corner as well. The fact the soapbox is slightly wider here with the bigger wheels might well be helping them. And they're flying through this course, the chicanes and the corners, posing no problems whatsoever. Peep My Ride on the way down. There's the first jump. Decent air over that too. It's an impressive run, this one so far. Still work to do though. Still more turns and still more chicanes. And of course still this final jump as well, which is higher. No problem at all. Over the finish line. Look at the time, 46.5. Fantastic run by Peep My Ride. I think they might have lost a piece early on there. Anyway, off they go. Okay, so far, two big fellas packed in there. It's a good job they've got the ladder on the outside. So the first ramp is on the horizon here after they go through this chicane. Here we go, plenty of speed, lining up the first ramp. Here it comes. Yep, fine through there. Still decent here. This is the last ramp towards the end of the course, and they're over that one okay as well. And that's a pretty good run there. from the Truckies. 56.1, that's good. Spectacular at the end as well. There it is. Not too much in the way of protection around the driver. It's your more orthodox kart, this, isn't it? More like a go-kart than a soapbox, but it's flying down the circuit at the moment. Lots and lots of speed. Easy to control. Everything in one piece. Looks like it's a good design. Looks like the confidence might well have been well placed. Over the ramp, no problem there. Final ramp to navigate, and this looks like it could be a decent time. It certainly will be. Over the finish line, in with a spectacular ending, 49.6. That's good all round. Down we go. Nice and quick so far. It looks a little bit like a quad bike, doesn't it? How he's sat up there with the four wheels and the handlebars as well. And he's getting up decent speed. Nice and smooth through there. Here's the jump. Yep, over that okay. I think he might just have squeezed the brakes a little bit to make sure he didn't land too heavy. That's the problem with this one, because of the wide axles and the small wheels. And he's lost all kinds of speed there. He's showing off a bit now as well. Very confident, this man. I wouldn't stand up over the jump if I were you. Well, he crouched down a little bit. He's lost part of it there, but he is going to get to the finish line. It's all about the time now, and that's not bad, is it? 55.4, nice and smooth. Not as quick as we've seen, but a decent run all round. And they've got to make sure they hang on here. Not too much in the way of space inside the cockpit, but it's nice and quick at the top. Nice and compact, seems relatively easy to steer, which is important here in Cincinnati because of the tight, twisty nature of the circuit. Through the chicane. Here's the first jump. Yep, fine over there, not too much in the way of air. Well, the front wheels just lifted off on landing, but they're okay. You can see the finish line from there. There's the second jump, and they're over that okay as well. Slightly heavy on landing, bit of a graze with the straw bales, but over the finish line, that's okay. And 57.9 is a decent time here today. It's a unique way to steer this soapbox. Look, the steering system is actually behind the fella's back, which, well, what else is going to happen? What else is going to happen apart from that? You cannot steer a soapbox with the handlebars behind you. What were they thinking? The whole thing looks back to front. I think they might have got in the wrong way round.